and welcome to the channel Bob Sales this time's next year. So as we've known for a few months now, Rambo is coming to the VeVe app. But before we get into the drop article, let's get into the story. So Rambo first joined the US Army in 1966 at the age of 18. After 9 months of training, he was deployed to Vietnam.
Good morning, Vietnam!
During his time in Vietnam as a Green Beret, Rambo witnessed many horrors and witnessed the deaths of many of his friends. Because of the trauma Rambo suffered, he was actually discharged from the army. So after returning back to America, the troubled veteran goes to find his fellow comrade. Of course, this part of the story is where he encounters a sheriff who instantly takes a dislike to Rambo. Now, because of the trauma he actually suffered in the service, he actually thought he was back at war. Rambo later went on to take out the whole police station and burn it to the ground. So in the second movie, First Blood Part 2, which of course is where the collectible we're getting is based from, Rambo's obviously in prison for his crimes and is again approached by the same sergeant that got him out of the mess the first movie. Rambo actually makes a deal to go and rescue some prisoners of war to actually get a presidential pardon. Now the main question I'm seeing is, why did we get the bow and arrow? Why not the knife? Well, the story in part 2 goes, as Rambo was actually parachuting in, he actually lost all his supplies, all his weaponry. John Rambo is of course fictional, but has been inspired by some real world story. Author David Morrell based Rambo on Audie Murphy. Murphy the soldier faced down German tanks alone and took over the operation of a 50 caliber machine gun when an American tank destroyer was destroyed. So of course, let's get into the drop details. So Saturday the 11th of March, 8 AM PT, which is 4 PM UK time, Rambo is dropping to the VeVe app. This collectible actually has animation and sound. So the list price for this collectible is 60 gems. The editions is 2,400. We actually only have the one rarity, which is the ultra rare. This of course is the first appearance, and the first available edition for the public sale is 41. And for this drop, there's a max purchase limit of 2 per person. So looking at the collectible itself, the animation's okay. I'm not sure what the sound effects is going to be yet. I'm not so keen on the platform. I am hoping you will be able to remove that in the future. VeVe does have the option, it's just not in use yet. But I do like the fact we only have one variation of this. Now the list price on this I do think it's a bit high with a 60 gem price mark, but again, animation, sound, actors likeness, and it is Rambo. Now I've got to be honest, I haven't got a clue where this is going to go price wise. However, I do expect it's going to hit 80 to 90 gems. Now we did sell out a 10,000 edition comic, so looking at the editions from that perspective, it's not too high. Now I'm very undecided on whether I'm actually going to hit the drop, so I'm not going to tell you I'm going to because I'm really unsure.
Mission accomplished. What for?
He's got a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
So as always, I've been your host Bob Sales. This time next year, we will be millionaires. A peace.